when it comes to the Dodge brand, it's really only a couple of things that are really actually tangible when you think about the Dodge brand as a whole. Number one, of course, is the cars. The cars is the main reason why we get Dodges. It appears that people still like the cars, people love the cars, and all that type of stuff, right? At least the ones that we have right now, right? So that's one thing, right? The other thing that is kind of tangible from Dodge is the dealerships, and unfortunately, it seems like these dealerships are going to be the downfall, or going to be at least part of the downfall of the Dodge brand as a whole. They are just wilding. They just don't care. They're super greedy. I know it's a lot of dealerships like that across all other brands and whatnot. For the Dodge side of things, it is terrible. It is super bad. And unfortunately, these bad dealerships are overshadowing the good ones out there. They're at least trying to do right by their customers. So let's talk about this dealership that just might be the worst Dodge dealership in the world. YouTube family, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. If you are new here, I gotta let y'all know we do car stuff on this channel. We check out cars, we talk about cars, we mod cars. We do a lot of stuff related to cars here on this channel. If you like cars, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And for everyone that has already done so, big salute to you for doing so and locking into the channel, but we will not hold you too long. Let's hop into today's topic. You see the title and you see the thumbnail. So this is something I posted on my community post a while back. Now, we know how Dodge and some of these Dodge dealerships have just gotten super greedy about these cars, especially with these last call cars, because they're not making these V8s or anything anymore. So they are trying to get every penny they can out of customers, and we know a lot of dealerships are doing that right now. But some dealerships just take it to the extreme. Like, they just take it too far and do some kind of shady backhanded stuff to try to make extra money on top of how expensive these cars already got. Because we all know these cars went up crazy in prices. I did a video not too long ago where I talked about my 2022 Charger Scat Pack wide body, how it is right now. I wouldn't pay for it based on how much a 2023 costs with the exact same features on it. So the price of these cars are going crazy, and those are just ridiculous. And on top of that, now we got dealerships that are still playing games about these cars, and I don't think they're trying to sell these cars. I think they're trying to see how far they can push the envelope. So let's start here. This dealership I'm about to talk about is located in California. It came across, I think, one of my Facebook pages, or I think across Reddit, somewhere like that. So I saw this, and the window sticker from this stuff is completely ridiculous. So the car that they're trying to sell is a 2023 Dodge Charger Super B. This is the narrow or standard body version. This is not the wide body version of the last call special edition cars. This is the B5 blue one. And so they have one in stock, right? And they are, I guess they're wanting to sell it, but the price they're selling at says otherwise. And when I tell you these markups on this car, you're going to lose your mind at how much this car is going for. So I'm gonna put the window sticker up here so you guys can see all the prices for stuff they've added to this car. First thing they've added is $395 for clear shield that protects Dodge the doors from the edge of the doors from chips and door handles from scratches. So pretty much they've added PPF to the edge of the door or whatever, and to the door handle so you don't scratch it up. $400. Now, that's not worth $400. We already know that, right? SWAT, $995, almost $1,000 there, right? And I had to look this up. So pretty much this is a vehicle tracking and alert system for $1,000. I couldn't find the price of what this is online anywhere, but I do know one thing here. You can literally get a car lock for way less than that, and does all of that for you for way cheaper. And if you don't believe me, just watch this. Today's video is brought to you by CarLock, the world's best GPS tracking and alert system. With CarLock, you'll be able to get various alerts to monitor your car, such as vehicle movement, vehicle vibrations, engine starting. The unfortunate event that your CarLock gets disconnected, you will get an alert for that too. You can purchase your own CarLock by clicking on the link down below. That will give you a 10% discount on your CarLock purchase, as well as use my code to get a 14-day free trial with CarLock as well. Get you a CarLock, you deserve that peace of mind. Let's get into the video. Even got the discount codes and stuff for you there, right? So pretty much that's what that does. That's what SWAT is, right? Wheel locks, $395 for wheel locks. Now here's the kicker about this. So I looked up wheel locks. I want to know, are there any wheel locks out there that cost $400? They're not. The most expensive wheel locks I found were about $150. That was it. And on top of that, if you look at the window sticker, which I'm gonna put up here really quick for you, zoom in for you guys real quick. The window sticker, because of the plus package on this car, it comes with wheel locks already. So you're gonna pay for the wheel locks in the MSRP of the car, and they're gonna turn around and add more wheel locks on top of that. They're probably gonna take those wheel locks off and put these on there. So you're paying for something that you're not gonna get, to get something that's more expensive than what was already on the car. And you can literally go out to any place online and find wheel locks for much cheaper than $400. On top of that, windshield protection for $1,000. I don't even know what windshield protection is. Is it Rain-X? Like, I don't understand what windshield protection is. I don't know why you would need windshield protection. They're tripping. Touchscreen protector. Your 8.4 Uconnect that you can get a touchscreen probably off of Amazon for maybe like $10, $15 or $20. They're charging you $400 for that. Like, what the world, of course. Nitro fill, so pretty much gonna fill your tires up with nitrogen air. Now, the benefit of having nitrogen in your tires is the fact that it is less susceptible to temperature changes. So if it gets cold, the pressure in the tire won't change. If it gets hot, it won't expand. And to be honest, I've tried this before. Even in the middle of summer, if you're driving normal, it doesn't expand that much anyway. Your PSI doesn't go up that much. In the winter, the only time I found out that my PSI went down with my tires, whichever end of my car is pointed towards the garage door, those tires usually drop in PSI or air pressure a little bit quicker than the other tires, but not too much. I mean, I usually can go drive around and and it heat up a little bit. I can get them back up sometimes, but like I said, it's kind of hard to heat the tires up in the summer unless you're driving really, really hard. But $400 for that, we can go to a lot of places, probably get that done for $30, which honestly, I don't think the benefit is worth it. Especially these cars come with their own air compressor anyway, so you got something that you can fill up your tires with air at any point that comes with the car included in the price. Also, this pulse safer braking, which I had to look this up. Pretty much all it is your brake light that's at the top of your car. Like, you can't see it here, but the brake light that's at the top of the car that comes on when you hit the brakes. Pretty much all it is going to do is going to blink a few times when you hit the brakes. That's all it is. You can get this module for about $20, $30 and probably install it yourself in probably an hour. But they're charging you $400 for that. And then you got the paint fabric protection for $1,200 or $1,300, which is probably some spray-on stuff that they claim is going to protect your seats and car from ever getting dirty. Like, come on, be for real. That's not going to be the case. They have added $5,300 in add-ons just from the dealership, and they have on their website, it shows right here that every single car on that lot has this extra $5,300 on it for whatever reason, right? But that's not even the most egregious thing on this whole sticker, right? The added markup on top of the add-on. So on top of the MSRP for the car, on top of the $5,000 they added in add-ons, they have also added a $50,000 markup on a Scat Pack. If you're doing the math, $50,000, that's almost the price on another Scat Pack. Like, you really are buying 2 Scat Packs for the price of 1. And unfortunately, these dealerships keep doing this because there's some idiot out there that has disposable income that would go buy it and not think twice about it. But there's no way I would be going to a dealership giving them $20,000 of my money for a Scat Pack. I personally think $60,000 is pushing it with these cars, but $120 is absurd. That is completely insane, completely crazy that a dealership is really asking that much for these cars with a straight face. This dealership is legit putting Steeler and Stealership like dead up, and that's not really the only games that they're playing at this particular dealership, right? So I wanted to know like okay, they're charging this much for this car. Like what does the inventory look like? So I wanted to look at the inventory and see what all they have there. So their whole inventory for new cars, and I'm going to new Dodges, and I'm going to look at new Dodge Charger and Challengers and things like that. I'm just going to focus on those, right? Between Charger and Challenger, for brand new cars, they only have three. They have three Chargers. That's it. They don't have any Challengers, brand new, but you'll see here in a second. No Challengers, brand new, three Chargers, 22 Hornets. Of course, they got a whole bunch of Hornets, and 16 Durangos. That's all they got for Dodge. So I thought that was kind of odd that this dealership only had three Chargers total to sell, right? Brand new. And no Challengers, not a single Challenger brand new to sell. So I thought that was odd. So I decided to look for used cars. I just wanted to see what was else going on with the dealership. And this is what I found. So when I go to used and I look up Charger and Challenger, we now have 19 Challengers available and 11 Chargers available. So I start looking at the used lot to see what is there. And yes, the used cars also have these markups on it. So this is the first car that pops up that is used. A 2023 pre-owned Dodge Demon 170 going for only $240,000. But the mileage was kind of interesting. 18 miles on it. So this car is not brand new. It is brand new based on mileage, but it is technically used. And usually these cars brand new, they have about 11 miles on them. When I got my car brand new, I think it had 11 miles on it. It usually, give or take, is around 11 miles with these cars brand new, regardless of what's going on. 11 miles. This has 18. So whoever bought this car drove it up and down the street, brought it back, and stopped driving it. And it's being sold, right? Which is kind of odd. But that's not all. Now I'm seeing here. So I'm scrolling down a little more. I have another Demon 170, another 2023. This one doesn't have the miles listed, and this one's also listed as pre-owned. I'm guessing this may not have any miles on it. So now I keep scrolling. We have a 2022, red eye jailbreak, wide body red eye jailbreak Challenger, going for $95,000. This is a 2022. This car is 2 years old, going for nearly $100,000. The Black Ghost special edition, we get it. 21 miles on it. 2023, pre-owned. Again, it's kind of odd. Someone bought it, had it, drove it one time, and sold it back, whatever. 191, they're gonna do that. Another Demon 170. They got Demon 170s galore at this place, right? 13 miles on this one, pre-owned. So we can see here, hardly any new inventory, whole bunch of used cars, but the used cars have very low miles on them and going for just about brand new price, which is kind of odd if you ask me, and you guys probably think it's odd as well. But going back to that first car that I was talking about, that car is, like I said, going for $120,000. It's going to be hard to get a bank to loan you $120,000 for a car that's only worth about $60,000 based on the MSRP. That bank is probably not going to do that, right? And if you're buying that car thinking, oh, it's a special edition, you're going to get your money back, you're going to make your money back, that's not going to happen. Not with that car. If it does happen, it's going to take a very long time. A very, very long time. You have to keep in mind that regardless if you pay $120,000 for this car, the car is still only worth around $60,000. So that car has to double in price, but double in value at some point for you to get your money back, which I highly doubt that's going to happen with that car, right? But these dealerships keep playing these games, and this is the main reason why people want to get rid of dealerships. This is the main reason right here. Dodge can do whatever they want to. I mean, Dodge, like I said, they make pretty cool cars, or people like the cars and all that. And I see in my comments, people are saying, yeah, I want to go buy one. I just bought one, things of that nature. And I see a lot of people also say, I would get one, but these dealerships are playing games about these cars and prices and things like that. And the reason these dealerships do it because they get away with it. People are willing to buy it. People are willing to do it. And they know that some sucker's going to come in there and, drop extra money for a car they don't need to do. But unfortunately, it's going to keep happening. Dodge allows it to happen to a certain extent. They don't say anything, even though they say, well, when we come out with the demon, we're going to penalize dealerships for doing funky stuff and adding cost to it and whatnot. That didn't happen. You can see here, these people still found a way to circumvent that. You know what I'm saying? These dealerships are pretty much going to be part of the reason Dodge goes under. The V8 thing, them not having V8s is going to be a big reason, right? Them not be able to sell cars and move units and things like that is going to be another reason. But these dealerships driving away customers because of their shady practices, because of how they want to do business and treat customers and stuff like that. It's not all of them, just some of them, because they want to go rogue and do what they got to do or what they want to do. That's going to drive people away as well. Now, unfortunately, I know not everyone can just travel wherever they want to across the United States and go to these dealerships and do business with dealerships that are not charging these add-ons. It's one of those situations where, if you go to one Dodge dealership and you got a couple of them that's doing this in your area and they're getting away with it, you're going to think they're all doing it. And that's going to leave a sour taste in your mouth. I know people that's walked away from Dodge solely because of the fact how dealerships treated them. So that's my thoughts, man. These dealerships are really going to screw Dodge over, and I wish there was something Dodge could do to step in to check these dealerships that are going to this extreme to get like double the money from a customer for these cars, but they're not going to. They're not going to at all. And these dealerships are really giving Dodge a bad reputation because they're allowing it to happen to a certain extent. But let me hear your thoughts here. Let me hear if you're seeing some crazy markups on cars in your area. I've documented several times. There's a dealership right down the road from me that is flooded with inventory and they all got markup on them. They're not budging off the markups for whatever reason. You got this dealership over in California that's charging you $120,000 for a Scat Pack. I don't care how rare it is. That's insane. And got these brand new cars going for used cars, but still charging new car prices. They're playing games, man. They're playing a lot of games at these dealerships. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're seeing out there. If you have made it this far in the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of car related stuff on this channel. And I'm gonna get out this car. I am hot. It's sweating. I don't know if y'all can tell the camera, but it's hot in here. We're gonna catch you on the next one. We're out. Cut it.